Most recently saw you this summer, fighting another countryman, and now you're rematching Ciryl. So I guess, how's life been and how's fight camp been preparing for, as you described it, around 6, 7, and 8 against Ciryl Gane?
Летом бой против земляка, теперь у тебя реванш против Сирила Гана. Что в это время происходило, что делал, чем занимался?
All this period after my last fight, due to this fight show, I'm just training. I have a small vacation with my family, like travel a little bit in California, a little bit like spend a few days in Hawaii, and then I just go to the gym and doing all the things I usually do. I trained hard, improve my skills, and I didn't know who will be my opponent. I just start improving like my weak points, my weak size. I try to get more athletic, try to be more all-rounded fighter, like in every aspect. So I just kind of like the process of improving myself, and the fights, it's just challenging for me to know where is my level right now. So I did my job, and I want to challenge myself and test where I am right now.
Were you surprised they came to you as Ciryl? Because oftentimes the UFC doesn't book rematches. That happened relatively recently, but fighters ask for it, they don't normally get it, but you get the rematch. So were you surprised it was Ciryl?
Было ли у тебя удивление, что тебе дали Гана? Потому что обычно, когда просят реванша, если бой прошел не так давно, то бойцы не получают этого. А у вас бой не так давно был, но ты получил этот реванш. Для тебя это было сюрпризом или нет?
I can't say that fight wasn't so far. So I mean, it was like a few years ago. So it's already like time, and we did a lot of fights. I did more than 5 fights after him, and he did some fights. So it was some time after our fight. Was I surprised with it? Not really, because actually I wanted to fight with Aspinall, but he right now, like, maybe a special situation with John Jones, like this media trash talk or something with everything, and who else to fight with me? I mean, I'm on a win streak. I didn't see anybody who can pretend on the title shot like me or Ciryl Gane. So it's looked like a good fight for both of us to show who will be the next contender for the belt.
Well, the UFC Countdown described this as a possible, title contender fight. You just called it a title contender fight. Tom Aspinall said he thought this fight was 50-50 when he asked for a prediction. So are you confident that if you win, you could be fighting for either an interim title or a possible undisputed title if Tom is promoted to undisputed?
It's hard to predict, really. It's not depend from me. It depends from so many things. It depends from me in case I will show like good performance. I will like showing something nobody expect and doing this like really good or really fast or something. But it's fight is a fight, so everything can happen. Of course, I will do my best. But I don't know how the fight will go. It could be boring. It could be really excited. It could be like knockout first round. It could be something else. So I don't know. And another way, anything depends from the UFC. Anything depends from the decision of Thomas Aspinall fighting with some of us or not, or waiting John Jones. It will be depends of decision John Jones fighting with any of heavyweights or with Pereira. I don't know with who. So it's so many buts and depends from what. So I don't really know about my future after this fight. I just will enjoy this fight. That's it.
John is pretty adamant that he has no interest in fighting Tom. He said he might even vacate the belt, and then Tom would just become the heavyweight champion. So I'm curious, do you view Tom Aspinall as the actual heavyweight champion, or do you still think it's John Jones?
Джон сказал, что у него вообще никакого интереса нету биться с Томом, что, наверное, он, скорее всего, просто оставит пояс, и пусть тогда уже Том будет официальным чемпионом. В твоих глазах ты считаешь, что Том официальный чемпион или все-таки нет?
In my opinion, Ton is more deserve the champion belt in heavyweight than John Jones. I can say John Jones is a bad fighter or he can't beat Thomas Pinal or something, but the way Thomas Pinal get exactly in a heavyweight, how he like his way to take this belt in heavyweight, it was more honest to give him this heavyweight. I mean, John Jones kind of cut the line, you know. He kind of like go from the side, getting his first fight with Ciryl Gane for the belt, who already lost to Gane, who was the champion, and get this belt, and then defended from the number 6 ranking guy who he was champion, of course. I mean, Stipe Miocic, he really good fighter, but he didn't fight few years, so it's looked like more super fight, not a champion fight. So I think Thomas Pinal deserves more.
If John did vacate the belt without fighting Tom because he wanted to fight Pereira or something like that, would you consider that ducking as a fighter?
Если Джонс действительно освободит пояс и захочет биться, супербой сделать с Перейрой, кажется ли тебе, что он таким образом избегает боя с Томом?
No, I don't think so. It's John Jones. He can do everything he wants. You know, he is a position. He have good money for fights. He have like his own name. He has everything. And the reason he don't want to fight with Thomas Pinal, to don't give him this legacy of all his fights by him, if in case if Thomas Pinal winning him, it's a good reason. I don't think he avoid Thomas Pinal. It's just kind of part of business. If he does like. Доказал. He improved everything in his sport for all fans. I don't think he should fight with Thomas Pinal. If he just don't want to do this, he cannot do it. Yeah.
Obviously, in every fight, game planning is important. We saw some of your techniques last fight. Do you have a plan in place to keep your hair fresh in between rounds this fight as well?
Геймплан очень важен для всех боев. Мы видели в прошлый раз у тебя был определенный геймплан, и также было причесывание волос. Есть ли какой-то определенный план для этого боя, и что будет с волосами?
In case he will touch my hair, I will shoot to fix it for sure.
Alexander, right here. If I'm not mistaken, this is your first time fighting in Vegas in a big arena since you moved out here to train. Is that correct?
Я прав, что это первый раз, когда у тебя есть возможность биться на большой арене с тех пор, как ты переехал жить в Вегасе?
I fought in pretty big arena in Australia.
Нет, здесь, именно в Вегасе.
In Vegas, In Vegas is the biggest arena. I fought since like 2018. Yeah.
I was going to say, sometimes when fighters fight like at the Apex, they're not able to bring as many friends and family to the fight. Do you have a lot more friends now that you're at T-Mobile who want to come watch you live?
В Apex не так много могут прийти друзей, родных и так далее. Сейчас у тебя большая арена, большой стадион, ты можешь пригласить много народу. Придет ли на тебя смотреть много твоих друзей и знакомых?
Of course, a lot of my friends, like people come to support me. I get a lot of friends here in Las Vegas because I'm kind of like living here right now for a while. So yeah, a lot of friends and my family comes.
You used to train at Black House in Southern California. I know Alex Pereira has also trained there in the past. Did you two ever get to train together when you were both there?
No, I never met him before. But I want to train with him one day for sure. But for this time, we never met with him.
Thank you.
Alex, right here. What do you think is different about this matchup with Ciryl Gane this time, and why do you ultimately think the outcome will be different?
Чем отличается это противостояние против Гана в этот раз, и почему тебе кажется, что абсолютно точно результат будет иной в этот раз?
Every fight is different. I mean, if you will fight today and will fight the next day, it will be two different fights for sure. Like it's just different fight. And if you ask me, I had a different camp. I have a different place where I train. different sparring partners, different methods, how I train to this fight, different shape. So everything like different in my preparation this fight. So I don't know, is the fight like will go in different way, all the same. I just will try to put my new skills in this fight and showing something new. I don't know if I can to do this or he will prevent all of this, but I will try to put everything new I have and everything the best of my performance in this fight. We'll see what happens. I can predict for 100% how this fight goes. It's you should be a little bit stupid if you can say, oh, it will be 100% win or 100% loss, because in this case, like bad business like with will never work with this. So it's always chance for everything in the fight. So this make our fight interesting, and this make me excited. This make me put more intellect in the fight, put more like game things in the fight, like making me think more about the fight and doing new strategies. So this is why I do this. This is what motivates me, because every fight is different.
How much did you watch the first fight with Ciryl to prepare for this one?
Not too much. I watched it a few times, but I watch other different fights. I'm not concentrate of our old fight, because he changed with the fights too a little bit. I can say I more was focused on myself.
Здравствуйте, Александр Евгеньевич.
Здравствуйте.
Надеюсь, у вас все хорошо. В последнее время многие отмечают, что вы сильно прибавили, в первую очередь, в борьбе, и как будто бы стали более хладнокровным. А что вы можете сказать о Гане? Сильно ли он изменился с 2021 года, с момента вашей последней встречи? Или просто ощущение, что это все тот же Ган, что и был 3 года назад?
A lot of people comment on the fact that you improved a lot in a wrestling game and also just got a little more cold-blooded when it comes to fighting. What can you say about your opponent, about Gane? Is he still the same as he was 3 years ago when you fought, or is he also a different fighter?
Спасибо, что отметили мои изменения, очень приятно. В первую очередь, наверное, для Ciryla Gane он еще не так много времени находится в смешанных единоборствах, даже по сравнению со мной. Я не то чтобы сильно изменился, просто те наработки, которые я делал всю свою карьеру, потихоньку стали у меня получаться более уверенно. И для этого всегда нужно время. Насчет Ciryla Gane, действительно думаю, что, может быть, он изменился не так сильно, потому что тот план на бой, который обычно придерживается, ту стратегию, которую он делает, и та техника, которая у него есть, те навыки, они обычно срабатывают, и для этого ему не нужно что-то менять. И в целом у него не было тех вызовов, которые могли бы его изменить в лучшую сторону. Если посмотреть на его противников, они все в целом очень похожи, удобно для него стилистически, в том плане, что они проводят бои в стойке, ему не нужно напрягаться с борьбой и так далее. Поэтому, если посмотреть на на мою карьеру, на всю даже карьеру в UFC, у меня постоянно меняются соперники по стилю, по нахождению в рейтинге и так далее. То есть я все время сталкиваюсь с какими-то сложностями, и именно в этом происходит мое развитие. То есть в том, что мне приходится всегда чему-то новому учиться.
Thank you so much for acknowledging that I've improved and I've changed. But what can I say about Gane? It's I don't know what type of improvement he had. It's that he's pretty new in this game still in MMA. Even compared to my experience in MMA. And when it comes to me, it's not as much improvement as that I keep on getting new skills, the skills that I honed before, that I keep on sharpening, that I keep on opening up on more, finding new things. And so now, finally, after some time, after the experience that I've had, these skills are coming together better, and now I'm able to implement them in the fight. When it comes to Gane, I can't really say whether he improved a lot, because he, while he was in the game, he doesn't have that many fights, and he's had opponents that didn't really challenge him in a certain way. He has a certain game plan. He has a certain things that work in the fights, and so far, up until now, there hasn't been a challenge that was able to withstand those skills. When it comes to me, if you look at my fights, even since the time that we fought together, every opponent is different. different. There's constantly some sort of improvement that has to be done. There's constantly new skills that have to implement because all the fighters are always different. All the skills are always different. So I don't know what's going to happen this time and how much he improved. I'm going to concentrate on myself.
Еще одно изменение за последние 3 года у вас. Ваш внешний вид. Тогда у вас была короткая стрижка и борода. Сейчас немножечко... Вам аналогичный вопрос, в принципе, уже задавали англоязычные коллеги, но для нашей аудитории. Вы готовы в субботу вечером задействовать свою легендарную расческу?
Another question. So you changed a lot physically, just in your appearance. You used to have short hair and a beard. Now you don't have a beard as much. You have long hair. And you've been asked this already by American colleagues, but just for us, so we know, are you thinking about involving your legendary hair comb this Saturday?
Отлично, что с одного боя эта расческа стала легендарной. Она сработала, потому что это было неожиданно для всех, в первую очередь. Попробую сделать что-нибудь еще, что может быть всех удивить.
It's a great thing that it only took one time for this hair comb to become a legendary hair comb. And it was so unpredictable and so random that I think that's why it affected so many people and so many people are noticing it. We'll see what happens this Saturday. Maybe I'll try and bring something else to surprise everybody.
Но у боевых ботаников есть легендарные очки, у вас может быть расческа, почему нет? И последний вопрос от меня. После вашей последней победы вы троллили вашего соперника довольно-таки продолжительное время в соцсетях. Когда вы выиграете у Гана, его ждет та же судьба?
And the last question for me is that after your last victory, you kind of trolled your opponent on social media for a while afterwards. If you win this Saturday, will your French opponent, your new opponent, will he have the same destiny? Will he be trolled for a while as well?
Я бы не сказал, что я его прям троллил. Просто у меня возникали поводы для этого. Если оппонент будет мне давать поводы вести себя так же, то, конечно, я что-нибудь сделал в этом роде.
You know, I wouldn't say that I maliciously on purpose was trolling him. It's just that there were opportunities. He was giving me some sort of reason to kind of respond in a certain way. Of course, this time around as well, if there's going to be a reason for it, if there's going to be needed an answer, then I'm going to do it. I'm going to answer it.
Hey, Alex, just one from me. So the fighter that many people consider the greatest heavyweight of all time, Stipe Miocic, recently retired, and you never got to fight him. Does it annoy you at all or make you upset that you never got that matchup before he ended up calling it a career?
Многие считают, что Стипа был самый лучший тяж вообще за всю историю UFC. Он сейчас ушел в отставку. У тебя не было возможности с ним биться. Насколько тебе это, мешает, раздражает, что у тебя не получилось противостояние против него до того, как он ушел в отставку?
I'm okay with it. I don't think about this too much, really. So he's a good fighter. Yeah, I agree. He fought. He was the greatest one. I didn't have opportunity to challenge against him. Maybe I can show something like better than his opponent before. But I'm not worried about this. I have good challenges in my career too, so I don't care.